USA is excited to be back in Anaheim for our 22nd annual All-Star Championships. This season we'll be utilizing Hall C, Hall D, and downstairs Hall E. Hall C will be the home to our dance teams on Saturday and Sunday and select awards on Sunday, as well as the official warm-up area for competitive cheer and dance teams. Hall D will share two stages, the East Stage and the West Stage, as well as our open area on the south side of Hall D. Downstairs in Hall E is reserved for coaches and athletes registration, as well as the coaches' lounge, which you can access through the escalator in Hall D. Registration for teams will happen in Hall E, which is downstairs. Friday on March 17th will be open from 2 p.m. till 9 p.m., and Saturday, March 18th, 6 a.m. through the end of the day, and Sunday, March 19th, beginning at 7 a.m. You can access Hall E by going through the Hall E exterior doors or entering the lobby through Hall C or Hall D and making your way downstairs at the escalators. Just behind these doors in Hall E is where you can register your teams. And coaches, I guarantee that these boring stairs will look very different come next weekend. We want you and your teams to stop by for this picture-perfect opportunity and make sure you tag us at USA All-Star Champs, hashtag USA All-Star 17. And if you're following along on the map, the red circle is where those stairs are located. Coaches must be listed on the USASF team roster for the teams entering in the warm-up room and must have a current USASF professional membership with a green light background check through the USASF. All other gym staff and or volunteers must be listed on the USASF personnel roster for the team entering the room and must have a green light background check through the USASF as well. If you have questions about your membership status, please contact your USASF Regional Director, which may be Karen Wilson. Coaches certification will take place at event registration. Everyone in the warm-up room must have a third-party ID on them at all times and will also be doing spot checks. This includes having an ID, a driver's license, or their USASF ID card. General admission. A 2-day wristband is $44 for adults and $16 for children. And 1-day wristbands are $22 for adults, $8 for children, and we are only accepting cash at the general admission booth. The general admission box office is located in front of C, located here on the map. This weekend, our performance arenas will be in Hall D as our East and West stage, and Hall C as our All-Star Dance stage. We'll be using the Varsity All-Star scoring system. Prelim scores will carry over to finals, with 25% of the score from prelims and 75% of the scores from finals being added together to obtain your final placement within a division. You can view the scoring documents and sample score sheets online at varsityallstar.com. AccuScore will be available for all-star cheerleading teams. On day 1, teams have 25 minutes from the time your score sheets are released to submit a routine review form. On Saturday, if you meet one of the 3 challenge criteria, you may submit a routine review form. If your difficulty score is out of range, if you disagree with your point deductions, or if you disagree with a safety deduction. On day 2, cheerleading teams will have 15 minutes from the time they pick up their score sheets to submit a routine review form from the same table you pick up your score sheets. Teams may only request to review point deductions and safeties or legalities on day 2. Please note that score sheets are time-stamped, and you have 25 minutes on day 1 and 15 minutes on day 2 from that time to submit a review form. New this season, the USA is following the lead of our fellow brands and adopting the FYI form. If you feel that there's something that needs to be brought to the attention of an event director, judge, or scoring official that is not covered on the routine review or routine change form, we ask that you fill out an FYI form for us to review throughout the competition. Routine change forms. If you're changing any aspect of your routine, you may submit a routine change form to AccuScore. Teams competing from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday have to turn in your forms on Saturday before 10 p.m. Teams competing from 8:01 to the end of the day on Saturday must turn in your forms on Sunday before 1 p.m. In order to get your forms to the appropriate judges in advance, we must stick to these timelines, and we appreciate your understanding. The official warm-up area will be the backstage of Hall C. This is the official warm-up area for competitive cheer and dance teams to warm up before their official performance times. This is also where we'll be holding open warm-ups on Friday at 5 p.m. through 10 p.m. on March 17th if you reserved your practice space. If you still have not reserved your space and you'd like to, please contact mgoto@varsity.com. Please plan to report to the warm-up area 1 hour before your scheduled performance time. The official warm-up schedule will be emailed to your gym or studio contact on Wednesday, March 15th. Cheerleading teams will have 7 minutes to stretch on 2 panel mats, followed by 7 minutes on a spring tumbling strips, followed by 7 minutes on a full spring floor. Dance teams will have 7 minutes to stretch, and then 7 minutes in a practice area. To keep traffic moving in one direction, teams entering warm-ups will come from the east side of Hall C, behind the dance stage, through warm-up check-in, then through your 3 stations of warm-up for cheer and 2 stations for dance. Then you go through the west side of Hall D till you make your way backstage between the west and the east stage. After you perform, you'll exit on the south side of Hall D, making your way through the Hall D lobby and then back to where you started at warm-ups in Hall C. You may want to screenshot this image to share with your coaches as they navigate their way through the event next weekend. With safety in mind, the USA is proud to offer an open warm-up area at the south side of Hall D. This warm-up area is reserved for professional members of the USASF and current athletes. Whether you use this area to warm up skills with your crossover athletes, need some extra time to perfect those skills before you take the floor, or just need a general meeting area for your team, we hope you utilize this area in Hall D. The USA All-Star Championships will be offering a coach's room for you to relax in a quiet space away from the competition venues. This is located downstairs in Hall E via the escalators in Hall D of the Convention Center. Concession stands will be open at the Convention Center on Saturday and Sunday. Outside food and drink is strictly prohibited from being brought into any venue. A complete list of exclusive USA Championship souvenirs will be on sale on Saturday and Sunday at the Convention Center, and all major credit cards are accepted. CDs or MP3 players are acceptable. Music must be labeled with the team name and the division. Please note that experience has shown that skipping may be a problem with CDs, or that some CDs are unreadable by certain machines. Be sure to test your CDs on a quality sound system beforehand, rather than just testing it on a basic CD player or boombox. You must have a backup of your music with you. Please have multiple CDs and also an MP3 queued and ready at the time of performance. Cassette tapes are prohibited. Advisors, coaches, and directors are asked to remain at the sound station while their squad performs to take the music with you at the conclusion of their performance. Representatives will also be asked to press play and stop for their routines. There will be no music checks permitted at the sound system. If your device requires additional hardware or adapters to play via an auxiliary cord, you must provide that equipment on your own. Videos of competition performances will not be available for purchase. Individuals are permitted to video the routine from their own teams. Videotaping of multiple teams in a division is not permitted. Personal cameras are permitted, but we ask that you please only film your own team. Any individual who does not adhere to this request may be asked to leave the venue. Camera tripods will not be permitted at any time during the competition. Unauthorized videotaping of any team is subject to immediate removal from the competition venue. Official action photos will be taken by Universal Event Photography during each team's performance and will be available for purchase inside Hall C and D. A first aid station is located inside the Convention Center and will be staffed throughout the weekend with an EMT. First aid staff will also be on duty during the competition at all venues. Should you need medical assistance, please contact a USA staff member. And Lost and Found is located at the USA Team Registration downstairs in Hall E. Please note that parking at the Anaheim Convention Center will be impacted over the weekend due to other events. You could be directed to an off-site lot. Please prepare accordingly for time. Parking for cars is $20 and buses will be $40. If you're directed to the Toy Story lot, please let your driver know that you're attending the USA event at the Convention Center. Parking fees are subject to change and may increase due to the event. USA All-Star Championship Awards. Jackets will be awarded to division champions in all two-day competitive divisions, excluding cheer prep, special needs, exhibition, and evaluation performances. The championship jackets will be available at the Champions Cove at the bottom northeast corner of Hall C following your Day 2 awards ceremony. We encourage your parents and families to make their way to Champions Cove for photo opportunities and the option to purchase and be sized for championship rings. Each division champion is awarded a first place medallion per Division 1, but athletes are only awarded one jacket no matter the number of crossover performances. Herff Jones has designed a beautiful championship ring for the USA All-Star Championships. Division champions will have the opportunity to order and be sized for USA Championship rings to commemorate their accomplishments. In every division of 5 or more teams, we will announce a small gym champion. Small Gym champions will receive a Small Gym champion banner, and each individual will receive a Small Gym champion medallion. Small Gym champions are still eligible for all other division awards. This season, to promote safety and well-executed routines, we'll be rewarding teams with Club Zero buttons if their team receives 0 point and safety deductions on day 1. Take a photo in front of our custom Club Zero backdrop and wear your pin with pride to celebrate your team's accomplishment and congratulate your peers if you see they made it to USA Club Zero. We encourage you and your teams to follow the event on social media. We'll be posting media and making announcements throughout the weekend. Be sure to follow us and tag us so we can follow you back at USA All-Star Champs, hashtag USA All-Star 17. The United Spirit Association is honored and excited to offer bids to end-of-season events. All of these bids will be announced Monday night on tv.varsity.com. We'll be awarding 10 gold bids to the U.S. Finals, 2 paid bids to the D2 Summit, 10 at-large bids to the D2 Summit, 4 paid bids to the Summit, 10 at-large bids to the Summit, 1 paid bid to the Dance Summit, 10 at-large bids to the Dance Summit, 3 partial paid bids to the USASF Dance Worlds, 5 at-large bids to the USASF Dance Worlds, 2 paid bids to the USASF Cheerleading Worlds, and 4 at-large bids to the USASF Cheerleading Worlds. Again, the USA is excited to offer these opportunities to teams, and these announcements will be made Monday night on tv.varsity.com. Make sure you favorite and save the tv.varsity.com website to stay connected on the USA All-Star Championship Event Hub. Hall D West Stage, Hall D East Stage, and Hall C will be live streamed starting at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on March 18th and 19th on Varsity TV. And for your convenience, we've created an online event guide. Here you can view and download the most recent event schedules, view the award times, check results, and view venue maps and more. The link to the site will be shared on all of our social media channels and emailed to your registration contact. We encourage you to share this link with your staff and families attending the event, as it's a valuable reference and resource to navigate the exciting weekend ahead. We hope this video helped you prepare as you make your march to Anaheim. We thank you for choosing the USA, and we encourage your athletes to make it count.